Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the club, Tracy asks her fiancé, "Who are you?" He proclaims that she's not making any sense. She hisses, "Stop it. Are you Alan or Martin?" He says he's Alan, but Ashley tells Martin they know what happened. They know Alan died in the fall. She challenges him to tell her she's wrong. He says that's quite the accusation. Tracy snaps, "It cannot be true." Ashley confronts her tormentor. When Lauren doesn't respond, Tracy turns away. Jack asks how he could have done this to their sister. Ashley rails at him for going after her sister after making sure she was tucked away in that clinic for what he did to her. He tells Ashley she obviously needs more therapy. Turning to Tracy, he reminds her that he made her happy. He then accuses Ashley of putting these insane ideas into Tracy's head because she was attracted to him. He asks Tracy how she could stop loving him after all they shared. Tracy cries that she fell in love with a lie. Lauren protests that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. Jack says enough and urges Chance to arrest him already. Lauren balks, for what? Chance says impersonating his dead brother seems like a good start, but that's not the only crime I'm here for. Lauren insists falling in love isn't a crime. Tracy changed his life. He doesn't understand where all this hostility is coming from. Everyone knows Martin assaulted Ashley. Ashley strides over and tells him she knows with every fiber of her being who he is. When he dragged her down that hallway, God knows what would have happened if Tucker hadn't showed up. That wasn't enough for him, though he had to go after her sister too. Through gritted teeth, she said she hopes he rots in hell. Chance wants Lauren to come with him. Tracy hollers that he abducted Sharon and Phyllis. He claims he has no idea what she's talking about. Jack tells Lauren the truth is about to come out, and he'd damn well be prepared for the consequences. He lunges at him, but Chance intervenes. Ashley tells him he's done hurting her and her sister. They'll make sure he'll never hurt anyone ever again. Lauren says he doesn't understand how they could misjudge him this way after how much he's loved Tracy. Tracy is horrified that she was so naive. He decides that in the interest of setting the story straight, he'll leave with Detective Chancellor. Tracy says this is proof that he's not Alan. He's more worried about how this looks than he is about her being gutted because of his lies. He insists that he loves her. Tracy asks if she was just an experiment too, seeing how long he could string her along until he broke her heart. He says, "It's mine that's broken." Tracy laughs and cries in disbelief as Chance leads Lauren out of the club. Jack and Ashley comfort her. Phyllis anticipates a confrontation. Nick and Sharon meet Phyllis at Crimson Lights, where she's anxious to hear the new information. She also asks Nick to call Summer, who needs her dad. Sharon tells Phyllis about the surveillance equipment found in the farmhouse and linked to the room they were locked in. They also found their cell phones. It's one step closer. Phyllis wants to find out which one of those Lauren twins kidnapped them and nailed them to the wall. Nick explains they didn't turn up any concrete proof of identity, but they were gathering fingerprints. Sharon says Chance got a text and had to go. She's hoping he's finding answers as they speak. "How are you holding up?" Phyllis isn't well. She's having nightmares and thinking everyone she looks at could be the voice. Sharon's the same. Phyllis says they need to find whoever played God with their lives and pushed them to death. She needs to look them in the eye and says, "Guess what? You didn't break me." Sharon tells Phyllis to have faith. Chance is close. She points out if it turns out this was Alan or Martin Laurent, their nightmare will end. But Tracy's is just beginning. Phyllis feels so bad and hopes she's not in danger. He wanted to prove he was superior. It was a source of conflict between them. He wrote him off, but then he saw it. Martin proved he was a genius the night he facilitated Ashley's breakthrough in Paris. He did that. He succeeded where I failed. Sharon asks if he was trying to show his genius with her and Phyllis, get them to have a breakthrough. He asks if it worked. Did they solve their differences and reach a new awareness? Phyllis says, no, your experiment failed. You failed. Your experiment made me and Sharon hate each other more. Lauren argues that they wouldn't be there as a united front if it hadn't worked. Sharon asks if he's kidding, after all the things this bitch put her through over the years. Phyllis hates Sharon even more. Lauren thinks this is reverse psychology. Sharon and Phyllis keep up the act, insulting each other and arguing at the top of their lungs. Lauren tells them this is heavy-handed if they're trying to get a confession. Chance says they don't need it. He has plenty of evidence. He hollers that they're bluffing. Phyllis taunts that no one is bluffing. His experiment failed. Your experiment failed. You're a failure. Loser. Sharon tells him Alan would be embarrassed by him. Laurent explodes Alan wasn't worth the ink on his diploma as a therapist. He was the weak one. He had no vision. Becoming Martin, he bellows that he is the one who changed Ashley and the two of them. They can deny it all they want, but he heightened their humanity. How can that be a crime? Turning to Chance, he says, I helped them. Phyllis tells him she has a new experiment for him. He's the lab rat. He gets to stay in a cell. You're the one who's trapped. Your life is no longer your own. Martin says they don't understand what he did for them. Sharon taunts that maybe they'll come and visit him sometime and see how he's doing. Phyllis says, yeah, maybe I'll come play a game with you. They walk out. Case closed. At the club, Ashley and Jack tell Tracy she had nothing to do with what happened to Sharon and Phyllis. Jack warns her not to add undue guilt to her plate. Ashley says if anyone is responsible, it's her. Alan is her friend. None of them knew where this was going to lead. Tracy worries this is triggering for Ashley, but her sister says she's okay. Jack suggests she check in with her doctor. Ashley agrees that's a good idea, but right now she's worried about her sister. Tracy wanted to be wrong. She wonders what they do now. Jack hopes Chance finds the evidence to hold him. Once he's behind bars, they can really start to put this all behind them. Tracy steps away from her siblings, looks at her engagement ring, and flashes to the wedding proposal. She removes the ring. At the police station, Chance places Martin Laurent under arrest and reads him his rights. Tracy rejoins Jack and Ashley at the club, and Sharon and Phyllis arrive. They tell the Abbotts that Chance let them see Martin and he confessed, outed by his own ego. Jack's relieved to hear he's in a cell. Tracy's so sorry this happened to them. Sharon said she was his victim too. Finally, it's over. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.